President Trump had a very long talk with Vladimir Putin. The Supreme Court cleared the way for more deportations. And it turns out AI can be more persuasive than humans. That's some of what we'll get to on the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Tuesday, May 20th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin spoke on the phone yesterday for more than 2 hours. It was a rare and hotly anticipated conversation between the leaders aimed at ending the war in Ukraine. Trump has said that the only way to resolve the conflict is through direct talks between him and Putin. But yesterday's call resulted in no major breakthroughs. Trump did appear to accept Putin's demand to postpone a ceasefire until after negotiations, and there was little to indicate Russia had abandoned demands that Ukraine finds unacceptable. Later in the day, Trump took questions from reporters. He sounded hopeful about the prospects for peace.
You previously on Truth Social implored President Putin to stop. You wrote Vladimir stop, and he didn't stop, quite the contrary. I'm curious, did you bring that up on your call with him today?
No, I didn't bring that up, but I did say it's time, you got to stop this thing. And I believe he wants to stop. Look, I would be, I think, very able to tell whether or not he wanted to or what. I thought there was a very good chance, like a 50-50 chance, that he would say, I want to take the whole thing. I didn't know what he was going to say. And then they have a different kind of a problem. But I believe he wants to stop.
After the call, both Trump and Putin lavished praise on each other. The Supreme Court said Trump can cancel protected status for Venezuelans. That's number 2. Up to 350,000 Venezuelans have temporary protections that allow them to live and work in the U.S. for humanitarian reasons. It was a policy introduced under President Joe Biden. Officials felt that political turmoil in Venezuela made it too risky to deport migrants there. But Trump moved to cancel the protections earlier this year. And yesterday, Supreme Court justices said he can do that, at least for now. Immigrant advocates said the move could have a devastating effect on Venezuelan communities. Some of the Venezuelan migrants have lived in the U.S. for many years. Deportation efforts could begin immediately. Number 3. The Trump administration is set to pay nearly $5 million to the family of a January 6th rioter. Ashli Babbitt was fatally shot by police when she tried to storm the House Speaker's lobby during the 2021 attack on the Capitol. Since then, she has become a symbol of martyrdom among Trump supporters. Last year, her family filed a wrongful death lawsuit over her killing. And yesterday, the Post reported that Justice Department officials had agreed to a deal in principle to settle the lawsuit. The settlement comes as Trump is seeking to rewrite the history of the assault on the Capitol. He sees it as a heroic act of collective patriotism, not a violent effort to overturn an election. 5 people died in or immediately after the riot, and more than 140 officers were assaulted. Number 4. Joe Biden's cancer diagnosis has sparked well wishes and conspiracy theories. On Sunday, the former president disclosed that he has an aggressive form of prostate cancer. Many of the responses since Sunday, from Republicans and Democrats alike, were supportive. Even President Trump, who has repeatedly attacked Biden since taking office, wished him a fast and successful recovery. But others weren't so charitable. Some Republicans and right-wing activists wasted little time asserting, without evidence, that Biden and his circle had covered up the diagnosis. Biden's cancer diagnosis has also renewed debate about who should receive annual prostate cancer screenings and at what age. A brain-dead woman is being kept on life support because she's pregnant. That's our fifth story. Adriana Smith is a 30-year-old nurse from Atlanta. In February, she suffered blood clots in her brain and was declared brain dead. But she was also about 9 weeks pregnant. For that reason, according to her family, doctors have kept her body on life support. They're worried about violating Georgia's strict abortion ban. Georgia outlaws abortion after cardiac activity can be detected in a fetus at around 6 weeks of pregnancy. Smith's mother, April Newkirk, spoke to the Atlanta-based station 11 Alive. She said the experience has been torture.
It should have been left up to the family because I'm in my 50s, her dad is in his 50s, so we're going to have the responsibility with her partner to raise her sons, you know? And I'm not saying that we would have chose to terminate her pregnancy. What I'm saying is we should have had a choice. We should have had a choice.
The case is raising questions about medical consent in states with abortion bans. And experts told the Post they know of no similar cases which have led to the delivery of a healthy newborn. Number 6. 2 key trends suggest that hurricane season may have a busy start. Hurricane season is less than 2 weeks away. It begins on June 1st and runs through November 30th. 2 important indicators are trending in a direction that may mean more storms and stronger ones. The first is an early season heat dome. That recently caused sea temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea to warm well above average. The second factor is cooling seas in the Pacific Ocean. That can cause winds to be more conducive to storm development in the Atlantic. Based on these trends, hurricane-prone areas should be ready for a storm sooner rather than later. And at number 7. In a new study, artificial intelligence was more persuasive than humans. Technology watchdogs have long warned of the role AI can play in disseminating misinformation and deepening ideological divides. Now, researchers have proof of how well the technology can sway opinion. 900 people based in the U.S. were paired up with either another human or ChatGPT. That's an AI chatbot. The pairs then debated the death penalty, climate change, and other divisive issues. It turns out the AI chatbots were better at swaying opinions than humans 64% of the time. The AI was able to use personal information about their opponents in a subtle and effective way. And that has some experts worried about AI's potential to spread lies and misinformation. All the more reason to keep getting your news and information from actual human beings. All right, you're all caught up. Don't forget, though, that this is the time to become a Washington Post subscriber if you aren't one already. You can sign up now for just $2 every 4 weeks. That's for your first year. And after that, it's just $12 every 4 weeks. You can cancel anytime. So grab this deal before it ends. There's a link to subscribe in our show notes, or you can go to washingtonpost.com/subscribe. And if you already subscribe, thanks so much. You support everything we do here at the Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.